Hello, my loves. Thank you so much for being on this channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And this video is about self-abandonment and narcissistic abuse, right? When we're in these cycles, we tend to abandon ourselves more than we realize. We tend to lose our sense of identity. And remember, the narcissist is trying to erode you in your authentic power and truth. They're trying to steal your identity so that you don't know who you are. You can feel so lost, right, when we get caught up in this. We're not connected with ourselves. We're not connected with our bodies. But what we don't realize is the small ways we self-abandon every single day. Obviously, if you say yes when you mean no. If you don't adhere to what you want and need. I made many videos and I talk in my Sovereign program about how I had a lot of anxiety in grocery stores. I didn't like lining up. I didn't like the environment. And instead of saying I should be better and just testing whether I'd have a panic attack, I started self-partnering, something I teach you in Sovereign, and I literally would check in with my body all the time. How am I? What do I want and need? You can always give yourself what you want and need emotionally, trust me, and I teach people about this. And if I wanted to leave the grocery store and take everything back to the shelves and not line up, I would allow myself to do it. It was a very small thing on the surface, but it was a big part of me not shaming myself, not judging myself, giving myself what I want and need. Now you can do this today. Right? When you're in a conversation, when you're on the phone, obviously, if you've got a meeting with your boss, there are some things we have to do to get by in this world, right? But outside of the things that absolutely you have to do, and even if you are in a meeting with your boss, you can go to the restroom, right? If you need a break. I teach people all the time that sometimes when I was overwhelmed being around very toxic, narcissistic people, I would go to the toilet a lot just to center, and later to use the tools I give you in Sovereign, which are very quick to put into your daily life. They're designed for busy people who have got perhaps overloaded minds with PTSD, CPTSD. So I do like short segments of trainings and energy activations and clearings so that you can use this toolkit every day, even with a racing mind. In fact, for me personally, when I was very overwhelmed, I couldn't meditate very easily and quiet my mind. So my energy work doesn't need you to steal your mind. It's still S-T-I-L-L, not steal, right? The narcissist will steal your mind. I'm here to give it to you back and stop you losing it, right? So just be in touch with your body. I put my hands on my body a lot on the channel. A hug we give ourselves. I just emailed my list. If you want to be on my mailing list, sign up because there's free resources I'm sending out. A hug to yourself is as good as anyone else. Don't forget, you can give yourself a hug. You can tell yourself you're okay, we've got this. Right? We need to parent ourselves, especially when we never got parented or not healthily parented, right? So in any moment, I need to come into my body and be true to what I want to need. This is how we first start claiming our power back. We first claiming ourselves back. What do I want and need? And then as we graduate through this, I give you communication tools of this on Sovereign as well. I teach people how to tell other people what they want and need without causing conflict, without being aggressive, speaking from the heart. I wrote a comment on one of my comments in the group the other day saying one hand on the heart and one hand straightening your crown as a king or queen, right? We've got ourselves, we honor ourselves, and it really does start with being aware of our body and being true to ourselves. You don't have to know why you need to leave. You don't have to punish yourself and be angry that you're not stronger or I didn't need to. Before we can change our behavior, which is again, module 5 and 6 is all about manifestation and being an energetic match to what we want and need. But before we can do that, we've got to partner first. We've got to partner and have our own backs, and then we can work on being a different energetic match in the universe to more things that we want and even changing some of our behaviors. And I don't suffer that anxiety anymore. I'm fine in grocery stores, right? I don't have panic attacks, but there was a long time in my life where I did, right? And the first thing was honoring myself before judging myself, honoring myself and not shaming myself. Let me tell you this, it's a bit in Sovereign where I teach about the mama bear in all of us, mama or papa bear, right? If you don't shame yourself, judge yourself, you're sure as heck not going to let anyone else do that to you, right? So the more I self-partner, the more I don't think I shouldn't feel the way I do, and the more I allow my emotions and process them, I don't take them out on other people, but I have tools to help me process them and I honour them. I don't think I should be better. I don't shame or judge. I don't persecute or punish, right? When we stop doing that to ourselves, guess what? You're automatically an energetic match in the universe for more loving friendships, more loving relationships, better treatment. Yeah, the standards, module 5 is about standards. The standards we set for ourselves are so important. And when we've got our own self in the way I'm talking about, you will not let anyone else. You'll have no room for it, right, to treat you less than that. So I really hope this is helpful. I really recommend you join Sovereign. It is the cost of 2 therapy sessions at the moment, and we're doing our next coaching call on the 23rd. If you're struggling through the holidays, you need to be in that group. Honestly, there's payment plans. It's life-changing work, right? It's saved my life several times, and I get a lot of good feedback. So please keep liking, commenting, subscribing and sharing. I just appreciate you being here, whether you join Sovereign or not. I'm so happy that you connect with me here and let me share this work, because it's changed my world. It's changed many people's worlds, and I'm so passionate, right? We're not backing down on this. It's time we don't tolerate this type of behavior. It's time we claim ourselves back, right? I want people in their power, authenticity, truth, following their hearts and following their dreams. That's what we're all about here, right? And I promise you, no matter how hard it's been, it's never too late. You still matter. You still can dream. You still can create a better life. I love you, and I'll speak to you soon.